This podcast is part of the It Was a Thing on TV podcast network.
An anthology on the bad, the short-lived, and the forgotten shows and events in television history. You are listening to It Was a Thing on TV.
No, that's it. I'm not modeling anymore for the two of you. Well, I guess I just have my first taste of the filthy side of this business. Great. Need I remind you, sirs, I am a male model, not a male prostitute.
Okay, everybody, Greg here with Mike, and it's time for the annual It Was a Thing on TV tradition, as it's UFL Week 1, and we are recording this during the upcoming game tonight between the Columbus Aviators and the Orlando Storm for Orlando. We're not going to be doing the whole game because I'm recording another podcast tonight for Place to Be Nation with Scott Criscola for Wrestle Tracks, but we'll be on for mainly most of the first half of this game. But before the game starts, well, Mike, you've been looking over the rosters and the coaches for the UFL this season. So like we've done the past 2 years for the UFL, do you see anybody interesting for the UFL this year?
In terms of players, there's a few names. Let me give you some names really fast. I'm going to go in alphabetical order by the city name for each team. So looking at the Birmingham Stallions, Matt Corral, if you remember him, used to play quarterback at Ole Miss. He's with Birmingham.
Yes. And also the head coach, the new head coach now of Birmingham, because it used to be Skip Holtz, but he's been replaced by a big notable name if you're a fan of the Crimson Tide, Mike.
We'll talk about him in a minute. We'll do the players and then we'll do the coaches.
Okay.
Also on Birmingham Stallions, I told you there is a name. I told you this before we started recording. There's a name that I think you're going to absolutely flip out over. And not because it's a weird name. Looks like Booger McFarland's son is in the league. Anthony McFarland Jr.
What was his name again?
Anthony McFarland Jr.
Oh, well, Mike, you all know about I say you all. You're the only one. You know about the famous story Booger told about when he got that per diem at the Peach Ball, right?
Oh, I think you've only said that once or twice. Maybe not on the podcast proper, but you've mentioned it, yes.
Oh, yeah, because Booger mentioned on air that when he got a $900 per diem for the Peach Ball one year, he went to a nice establishment, he said, and he gave it all away. And he said they have some good wings. It's Lou Williams' favorite place.
And it's in Atlanta, and if you've been following the controversy of this place in terms of an NBA promotion over the last month or so, you know exactly where we're talking about.
You might say that place is magic in the city.
Oh, yes. Apparently those wings are magic.
And we're not talking Orlando.
They must be damn good wings if Lou Williams raves about them. And, I'm sure James Harden has been there once or twice. And Booger McFarland, I would actually take advice from Booger McFarland in terms of good wings.
Oh, definitely.
All right, another name. This person's been on NFL rosters, gosh, I think since 2020. Laviska Shenault Jr., wide receiver, played, I believe, for the Jaguars for most of his career.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it for Birmingham. Going to Columbus, the only name that I saw on Columbus's roster, since I've actually looked at the roster before, like right now, Tony Fields II is playing. He played with the Browns, I want to say 2 years ago. I thought he was more of a veteran, but it says he's only 26. I thought he was like in his 30s, but maybe that's a different person altogether. All right. Moving on to the next team. Excuse me. The Dallas Renegades. And the Dallas Renegades actually do have, I don't want to say name players, but again, players that I recognize. one outside linebacker, and I think he's more of a defensive end, or at least he played defensive end with the Cowboys, believe it or not. He was, I want to say, a second round pick in 18 or 19. Taco Charlton
Oh,
played at Michigan. Nose tackle Siaki Ika, another former Brown. I'm going to try to avoid saying former Browns all that much because, there are 31 other teams besides the Browns. Denzel Mims, wide receiver.
former Jet.
That's where he's from. Thank you.
I think he was a second round pick in, I want to say 2020. I think either Joe Douglas's second or third draft he was taken by the Jets.
Moving on to the DC Defenders. Kiki Cootie, if you remember him, he played for the Houston Texans.
Wait, what was his name?
Kiki Cootie, Kekecoutee, Kiki Cootie.
Oh,
He played for the Texans. Obviously, he didn't stick with them all that long.
no.
I think he played, I want to say, 3 or 4 seasons with him. He's 29, so
Okay.
he played a little while with them.
And who else do we got?
On DC's roster, nobody. So I'm going to go to Houston, the Gamblers. First round pick of the Raiders from, oh gosh, this must be again around 2018, 2019 from Ohio State, Damon Arnett. I think besides sucking, because I think the Raiders released him within a year of being drafted, or 2 years at most. I think he had some off the field issues.
Okay.
I want to say speeding. I don't think it was anything to do with nose candy or anything like that. Continuing down the roster, see if there's anybody I recognize. I do believe this is. Oh gosh, what the heck is his name? Tagovailoa. Tua's brother. Taulia Tagovailoa. Played quarterback at Maryland. Yeah, he's a quarterback on the Houston Gamblers. Now, I'm pretty sure they're brothers. There's not many Tagovailoas that all play football. Pretty sure there's some lineage there. Moving on to the Louisville Kings.
That's a new franchise this year, the Louisville Kings.
Former Brown, but also I remember this guy was drafted, I think it was about 2021. I think he was like a third round pick of the Falcons. Trey McKitty.
Okay.
Benny Snell, who used to be a running back for the Steelers. He's on the Louisville Kings. He was with the Steelers for, I want to say, a good 3 or 4 seasons. The Orlando Storm. I'm sorry, not Jake. Jack Browning. I think I'm confusing with somebody else, but there's Jack Browning. He's a punter.
Isn't there a Browning who's QB for the Bengals?
That's what I'm thinking of. I think he's Jake Browning.
Yeah. Is this like his brother or something, or a relative?
San Diego State punter, 5'11", 190. Here, let me take a look at the bio really fast while I'm looking at the rest of the roster. Oh, there is no bio. How lovely is this?
Oh, that's fantastic.
You click on the bio button, there's diddly squadouche about him. Okay.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Yeah. Maybe they got something to do after the game this week. Update these rosters. Lamar Jackson is on the Storm. Well, not that Lamar Jackson, a cornerback out of Nebraska. Dorian Thompson Robinson, who was a quarterback, well, still is a quarterback. He played for the Browns. He was their primarily like second and third stringer back in like 2023, 4, 5. And then he got traded to Philly for Kenny Pickett. He's on the Orlando Storm. 5th-round pick quarterback out of UCLA. And then last but not least, St. Louis, Hakeem Butler, who was really like highly pushed as a wide receiver. He was supposed to be like a really good wide receiver.
Yeah, he was
coming out of college. Yeah, okay, he was on the Giants. I remember he was with the Arizona Cardinals. He got drafted, I want to say 2019, and I think he only lasted about a year in Arizona because of injury issues. So Hakeem Butler, now 7 years later, he is a wide receiver with the Battlehawks.
Okay. I think he's a returning player on the Battlehawks, too. I think he was on their roster last year.
And in terms of names, that's it. Now, as I told Greg, and I shared this with him earlier this weekend, the big news isn't necessarily the NFL players who are playing in the UFL, it's the coaches, because there was actually a strategy that the UFL commissioner did in terms of filling the head coaching vacancies specifically for the new teams. So we'll go through that really fast, going through the head coaches and the assistant coaches of note who had decent NFL or very memorable college careers. I say the last part specifically because Birmingham's head coach, and Greg referred to this earlier, is A.J. McCarron, who probably could be the governor of Alabama if he tried. Well, no, he could. I mean, think of just how big he is.
Wasn't he trying to run for some office in Alabama recently?
I don't recall that.
I thought he was running for lieutenant governor or something.
Who knows? But he's so popular in Alabama, he probably could be governor. He played quarterback for a number of years for the Cincinnati Bengals. He was their backup. And I know the Browns actually wanted to trade a first-round pick for him. Oh, gosh, this must have been 2020, 2021-ish. Yeah, good move there. But not the only NFL player on the coaching staff for Birmingham.
Okay.
Wide receivers, tight ends coach is Cody Latimer, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos, and he won Super Bowl 50, or at least he was on the winning team. And Mike Goff is the offensive line coach, and Mike Goff was a two-time All-Pro selection with the San Diego Chargers.
Wait, what's the last name spelled?
Goff, Goff.
Oh, Goff. I thought you said Mike Off.
No.
So it's like Jared Goff.
It's like Jared, exactly.
Okay.
Thank heavens there's no person named Jack here. Jack Goff.
Oh, Jack Goff. Could you imagine the life that poor kid would lead if it was named Jack Goff?
Well, he wouldn't need any sort of stick him on his hands. Never mind.
Oh.
Okay. Going to the Aviators. The head coach, I'm not going to call him my personal friend, even though I am a work associate of his father, Ted Ginn Jr., Ohio State legend, wide receiver who played for the Dolphins and the Panthers and the Saints and the Bears and the 49ers. He played for like 14 years. Very nice guy. And again, as I said, not to toot my own horn, but I do work very closely with Ted Ginn Sr. on a daily basis. So I've got a little connection to the UFL that way. The defensive coordinator for the Aviators is Captain Munnerlin, who he had a 10-year career. He primarily played, I best know him from playing with the Panthers and the Vikings. Not a bad player. And then the offensive coordinator didn't play in the NFL, but he's a name. Todd Haley.
Oh, God, Todd Haley.
I think that's all we need to say. He was the offensive coordinator for the Browns for a while. He was the offensive coordinator for the Steelers, and I think he was run out of Pittsburgh. I think just after one bad game specifically, but they didn't like him in Pittsburgh.
But let's not forget, he was the head coach at Kansas City before Andy Reid. There's a reason why Kansas City didn't keep him as the head coach, because he was pretty bad as the head coach of Kansas City.
Yeah. Again, he was not that good as offensive coordinator for the Browns and for the Steelers. For the special teams and linebackers, their coach is Larry Grant, who played at Ohio State and also had a career, played with the 49ers, Rams, Bears, and Browns. So again, they're going after these names, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, the face of the Birmingham franchise is, in terms of coaching, is A.J. McCarron, a legend down there. For Columbus, it's Ted Ginn Jr., who's a legend down there. So you can see a little bit of PR in terms of who they're hiring. The Dallas Renegades, not a NFL player per se, but a name, if you follow the coaching ranks over the last probably 30 years, you know who Rick Neuheisel is. I think best known for being successful at Colorado back in the 90s. But then he went, I think it was UCLA. He didn't go to USC. I think it was UCLA.
Yeah. I think he was also at the University of Washington for a bit, I think.
He was, yep, I remember that. So you got a name in Rick Neuheisel. In terms of coaches, looks like Steve Spurrier's son is on as a coach.
Okay.
Scott Spurrier, tight ends and special teams. And actually, it does confirm in his bio, the son of college football Hall of Famer Steve Spurrier. That'll take us to the DC Defenders. Head coach Shannon Harris. Defensive coordinator is Blake Williams, son of former NFL head coach Greg Williams.
Oh, Greg Williams, yes.
Who was actually a decent defensive coordinator.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah. He was on the Saints Super Bowl defensive coordinator, where he ignited a lot of controversy in that time, Mike.
Oh, he did. I remember. He was also with the Browns. He was actually kind of beloved with the Browns because he was like the only good thing the Browns had going in like 2017 and 2018.
Oh, because he was interim coach, I remember.
He was interim coach after Hugh Jackson in 2018, but 2017, that was the 0-17 season. The defense was the only thing the team had going for it. In terms of other names, I thought this is a name, and it's not. So you know what? We'll just go on to the next team, which is the Houston Gamblers. Kevin Sumlin is head coach. Again, I don't necessarily think he's a name per se.
Well, former A&M head coach, Kevin Sumlin.
Okay, I was talking about in terms of like an NFL player. Okay. He really doesn't have anybody of note on his staff. The Louisville staff, again, since this is a new team, and again, given the belief of the commissioner to bring in names to coach the teams, they brought in, I'd say, a pretty good name in terms of Louisville football. Definitely not on the level of Lamar Jackson, but Chris Redman is their coach.
Yes, former Raven.
Former Raven, right. I think he was a third-round pick.
Now, hold on, Mike. Since we have a Louisville UFL team, do you think Little John's Jewelry in the Louisville is going to sponsor the Louisville UFL franchise?
They have to be the ones that make the championship rings if they win.
Oh yeah, and they also have to have Super Gold Man at the
Super
as a
Bowl,
mascot.
man.
Yes, Super Gold Man.
Oh my. All right, some names on Louisville. Again, these are NFL names and really not bad names. The defensive coordinator is Jamie Sharper.
Mm.
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl ring with the Ravens, since we just mentioned the Ravens, in 2003. And
Wait, 2001 is when the Ravens won a Super Bowl.
okay, no, I'm sorry, I misread this. Yes, okay, Super Bowl 35, which is 2001. It says, and a league leading 166 tackles with the Texans in 2003. I'm
Oh,
sorry. That's what I
damn.
get for trying to skip ahead.
166 tackles.
10 a game.
Well, yeah. Well, the Texans were giving up a lot of points as an expansion team. So.
Oh, yeah, their defense is on the field quite a bit.
Hmm.
Wide receivers coach, actually a name that I do believe won a Super Bowl ring, maybe not with Chris Redman, but he definitely was on that Super Bowl 35 team. Tony Banks, who actually would have been a quarterback.
I remember Tony Banks.
Yeah, Tony Banks is a decent player back in the day. Another Super Bowl 35 veteran, but he was a coach at the time. Brad Jackson is the linebackers coach. And actually, it says he was a third-round NFL draft pick. So they really went kind of heavy on their Ravens Super Bowl 35 players. And Chris McAllister is the defensive backs coach.
Oh.
9th overall draft pick, played for the Ravens, had an 11-year playing career. So, again, names. Orlando, and Greg and I have talked about this. Anthony Becht made the move from St. Louis to Orlando this year. Former Jets tight end, among other teams.
And let's not forget his son Rocco Becht was the quarterback at Iowa State and was the Pop-Tarts Bowl MVP in 2024.
And he's going to be playing at Penn State next year.
Oh, that's right. He was in the transfer portal and moved to the Penn State.
Yep.
So he makes the move from the Big 12 to the Big 10.
I see a lot of names for coaches here. Donnie Abraham.
Yep.
Former Jet. Yeah. He is the associate head coach and defensive coordinator. The co-offensive coordinator and offensive line coach is Mark Colombo, who played with... Yeah?
Will he be coaching on the sidelines tonight in a trench coat?
Jeez.
And before his players got on the field, he's going to say, just one more thing.
I don't think that's going to happen. Plus, also, I do believe he's a very big man. Good luck finding a trench coat for a guy who's 6'8".
He could get it from Stewie's Big and Tall shop.
Again, good luck with that. He was the first round pick of the Bears back in 2002. Like I said, they're getting names. Got to give them credit there. Leroy Glover, if you remember him, he played, I do believe, with Tampa Bay, I think, or the Saints.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he is the defensive line coach on Orlando.
Okay.
And Jordan Kitna is the quarterback's coach, son of John Kitna.
Oh, yeah, John Kitna. I would play with him as the Bengals a lot in Madden 03. Now, don't ask. Well, it's just for franchise mode purposes, so.
John Kitna put up decent numbers.
He did, yeah. But I would always rack up 1,000-yard seasons with Ocho Cinco as the Bengals in franchise mode in Madden 03.
You know, that's the way of success. Right on the shoulders of Ocho Cinco. All right, last team, St. Louis Battlehawks. Ricky Prohl is the head coach.
Yes. Well, former Ram. He was on the Super Bowl 34 team. And I remember he was on the Cardinals because I remember his pro set card in 91.
And he was on the Super Bowl team with the Indianapolis Colts, Super Bowl 41.
Okay. So two-time Super Bowl champ.
Yeah, he
And he was
won
on,
two Super Bowls, but he appeared in four.
yeah,
Well, he
because he
would
was
have.
on the,
Yeah, he would
he
have
was on,
been with the Rams
he
in
was
in what
34 and
2001.
36. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was on the Panthers, I know, in 38.
Okay. But again, just a real good selection in terms of maybe a PR move, getting somebody who's closely associated with the city. But yeah, Ricky Prohl, and also I think Ricky Prohl had like one of those like super big catches in either that Super Bowl in 2000 or leading up to it in like a championship game or something.
I think he had the touchdown catch in the 99 NFC title game against the Bucks. And I
But
remember that game had a weird ass, I think, scoregami-ish score. It was like 11-6 Rams, which is weird because if you think of the 99 Rams, you think of them scoring touchdowns all over the place, and they only scored 11 points in the championship game against the Bucks.
and actually, if I took a look at his NFL career on his bio, scored the game-winning touchdown in the 1999 NFC Championship game for the St. Louis Rams. 669 catches, 8,878 receiving yards, 54 touchdowns.
Wait a minute, Mike.
Yes,
How many?
600 plus nice. Yes, there you go.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Hey, if he had one more catch, he'd have 670, which would be 6-7 times 10. Oh my gosh. I need to stop hanging out with you
6-7.
guys.
Ooh.
But again, like we said, a very productive career to say the least. Again, if you're an NFL fan, you know who this guy is. He is no bum. In terms of his coaches, if my browser doesn't play games with me.
Okay, let me see. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. So okay, the broadcast is coming on. So let me put on my Disney Plus here because I haven't checked to see if the college hockey's still playing on ESPN. But
Okay, you do that, and I'm gonna just wrap up with any other name coaches we have here.
You got it.
Actually, the one name I see is Austin Prohl. Ricky's son is one of the coaches. He's the wide receivers coach. And Jeff Sigonina, who I know played a long time, played with the Rams, won a Super Bowl with them, also played with the Steelers, Panthers, Falcons, Raiders, Colts, Dolphins, and Texans. He's the defensive line coach. So again, a name, a long-time name. And Todd Washington is the offensive line and tight ends coach. He won a Super Bowl as a player, Super Bowl 37 with the Buccaneers. And then he was later an assistant offensive line coach with the Ravens in Super Bowl 47, if my Roman numerals are correct.
Yeah. Super Bowl 47 is 6-7 minus 20.
We're not desperate. And actually, it says here he was one of 13 people to win a Super Bowl as both a player and a coach.
Mike, I just thought of something. In 7 years, we'll have Super Bowl 67. Do you think everybody will still be doing that in 7 years? You think everybody leading up to the game's going to be doing that?
I'm just telling you from experience. The kids say it's dead.
Well, in 7 years, it's going to be brought back when we have a Super Bowl 6-7.
Oh, I can't wait for Super Bowl 69.
Oh, it'll be the nicest Super Bowl of them all. Oh, hold on. Tess is doing the UFL game tonight.
Oh.
Yes. I don't know who's doing the game with him. I got to go check. Let me check 506. Hold on a second. Do they have a UFL section? I don't think so. All right, let me just look. UFL broadcasters week 1. Okay, Okay, UFL commentator lineup. Okay. Let me see. Oh, Jordan Rogers, former
Oh,
Vander former Vanderbilt QB,
yeah.
and Tom Luganville is on the sidelines. And it should be mentioned that Tom Luganville was the QB coach on the 2001 XFL champion LA Extreme. I think I always like to point that out because, as we all know, the UFL is, of course, the marriage of the USFL and the XFL. So,
All right, I'm pulling up actually through my browser. I've got ESPN going on, signed in with Uverse.
okay. And now we're seeing the QB for the Storm, Jack Plummer, tying his shoes. So, okay, you have the ESPN All Access, or the ESPN Unlimited.
No, I just signed in with my Uverse account because
Okay.
apparently that's one of the perks. I didn't know that ESPN would be included, but good. For as much as I pay for Uverse, I'm glad. Oh, geez, there's a UFL sports betting analyst. Oh, fuck's sake.
This is proof that you can bet on anything.
Okay, but also I can't take this person seriously, and I don't know if you're watching this
I'm
person.
watching this. She has a Mario figure behind her.
Well, I was going to say not just Mario, she's got an MTV logo, and Daria's behind her. I'm sorry, is this really somebody you want to trust as a betting analyst?
Oh no.
I mean, her backdrop, her background, her bookcase is like pop culture. There's a question mark box from Mario behind her.
There's at least an Army Navy helmet in her bookcase.
Yeah, and there's I don't know what those sparkly shoes are, but yeah, there's maybe she was a Lions cheerleader. It's a Lions logo, so
yeah.
that actually sort of works.
I see Roger Federer's picture up top. I'm guessing that Dalmatian is I'm guessing is it a Paw Patrol figure? I have no idea what that is.
Now I was thinking Paw Patrol too, but I don't know anything about that franchise. But yeah, it's 2026. There's got to be a sports betting analyst. And like Greg said, you could bet on any damn thing.
Yeah. Oh, New Era is sponsoring the uniforms?
Yeah, I see
Wow.
that.
Yeah. I always think of them as hat manufacturers.
Well, unrelated to all this, I don't know if you follow John Gruden on social media.
No, I would never follow John Gruden on social media.
Okay, well, I'm just saying he got some packages over the last couple of weeks, I'm guessing, of UFL jerseys.
Okay.
Oh, he loves them. He especially loves the Columbus jersey.
I like the Orlando jersey right here with the orange and the purple and the black.
It works. I don't really like the jerseys that Columbus is wearing here with the sort of teal and white, but the home jerseys, or not the home jerseys, but the all other jerseys, which are like a dark navy blue with lighter blue numbers. Oh, they pop. Great start.
Oh, what a great start here. We got a fumble already in this game.
And we should add, we're 9 seconds in.
We're 9 seconds in, and just to make this all timely, he threw that ball away and gave it up like Caden Boozer in the end of the UConn game.
Oh, jeez.
All he had to do was hold on to the fucking ball, but nope. Well, it doesn't matter. We all know that Arizona-Michigan's going to be the real national championship, so that's going to be like those 49ers Cowboys NFC title games in the 90s, where it's like we all know who's going to win that game's winning the whole thing. So
he just didn't hold on to the ball that well.
No. Well, yeah. So Orlando's going to have it right here to start off. Okay, they got Columbus for a block in the back, and they declined the penalty. Oh, the over-under on this game, Mike, 39.5.
Because people will waste their money on any old thing.
You know what? I would never take the over in a UFL game. Never.
Even if Orlando school gets a touchdown in the first minute of the
The game now.
of their existence, well, not well, the Orlando Storm's been around,
Yeah.
but of the Columbus existence.
Yeah. Okay, they just showed Jack Palmer. He led Louisville to the 2023 ACC title game.
And I saw it said in 2025 he was with the Panthers.
Oh, okay. So he must have. I guess he was an undrafted free agent by Carolina.
I'm guessing. He was probably their third stringer or maybe practice squad. I don't know. Oh, we got closing lines. Orlando -1.5 points.
Oh,
Plus the over-under still 39.5. And okay,
oh,
there you go. There's the first touchdown.
Did they CGI the Orlando Storm? They did. They couldn't bother to paint this logo onto the field. I'm guessing this looks like an MLS stadium they're playing at. Because they're obviously not playing at the Citrus Bowl. Okay, let's see what they're doing here for the conversion.
Okay, while you do that, where was the logo CGI'd in the end zone?
In the end zone, yeah, because there's no end zone.
Well, there's no. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, that's okay. I understand. The different leagues want to and broadcasters want to use CGI to put graphics of sponsors on the floor and ground and whatnot.
Oh, okay. They've changed the conversion now. After this play, I'll tell you what's going to be here. They failed on the 2-point conversion. So, okay, the 2-point conversion is from the 2. I think the 3-point conversion is from like either the 5 or the 10. And for 1 point, they now actually have an extra point. You can now kick the extra point, but it's the equivalent of a 33-yard field goal. Which I'm like, why would anyone want to kick a 33-yard extra points?
Well, how far is it in the pros? Isn't it about the same length, maybe about 30 yards or?
No, it's like 18, 20 yards in the NFL.
No, I thought they backed it up.
They did? I always thought it was like from the 10 or 12-yard line they did it. Because it used to be, I remember in the NFL on the 2, and they moved it 10 yards.
But remember, if it's at the 12-yard line, you've got 10 yards of end zone, and then you got to factor the 7 yards where the kick's coming from. So that's 29 yards.
Oh, that's right. I got to think of the Adam Sandler lonesome kicker song.
Oh, and speaking of kicks, wait till we get to talking about the field goals.
Oh, yeah, because they changed the field goals, I know, from points.
Yeah, there's now a 4-point field goal.
I do like the fact that the seats here at this stadium for Orlando match the colors of the uniform. Because the seats are all purple.
I still cannot get over the fact they couldn't, put any sort of just time into doing the end zone.
Oh, this is a good return here by number 4 of the Aviators. Let me try to find that.
Yeah, they're close to the 50-yard line. Looks like maybe about 46. Sam Acho's doing sideline reporting for this game. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, that was Zequandre White. Zequandre White. I hope I'm pronouncing it. What? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's that, pal. 6'1", 206 from South Carolina, University of South Carolina.
Okay, look, they just CGI'd the Progressive logo on the field.
Oh my gosh, this is.
Well, the thing is, and I was actually hoping you or Chico, whenever the Cavs were just on the NBC game, I think it was Tuesday, they played the Magic. The logo that was on both ends of the court, I was waiting for one of you guys to say, "What the heck is that logo? I've never seen that. What business is that?" And actually, what it was because the Cavs were wearing their City Edition jerseys
Is it the
The
creamsicle jerseys?
the creamsicle jerseys,
I've seen those.
and the story behind it is it's an association with the Cleveland Metro Parks this year. That
Okay.
creamsicle colored jersey is supposed to represent the sun setting in Cleveland and just how beautiful it is. And the logo they had on the court was the Metro Parks logo, which is just a stick figure inside a leaf.
All right.
I meant to go downtown and see if I can get a creamsicle jersey or some sort of shirt.
These uniforms look like something you would create for Columbus in the EA College Football 26.
Like I said, if you look at the other jerseys, the navy blue jerseys, those pop.
Okay, I have information about the stadium the Storm are playing in. Inter and Co Stadium. Let's see. It is the home of Orlando City SC, which entered MLS as expansion franchise in 2015. It is the home of the National Women's Soccer League club, the Orlando Pride. Nice catch there.
That was a nice catch, yes.
Yes, let me see. Number 81 here. Hold on a second. Number 81. That was Tay Borton from out of Oklahoma State.
That name rings a bell too. I wonder if he played in the NFL.
Okay, they just showed Todd Healy there. He's looking more like the stunt double for Rob Ryan, to be honest.
You can't unsee that now.
Yeah. Okay, that gets 5 yards there. I kind of like the Aviators logo there. And then we see Donnie Abraham right up top. So this is like a good first game. This is like the first game in history for both clubs since we have 3 new expansion franchises with Louisville this season.
It's nice they showcased one of them to end the week.
Yeah. Just show 2 of the 3 to end the week because I haven't had a chance with the tournament and everything. It's been such a chaotic week for me. I haven't had a chance to watch everything between this and some of the baseball. I know right now the Knicks and Warriors are playing right now on NBC. So as we see Ted Ginn Jr. right there.
All right, Tame Martin really fast. I know I said he rang a bell. I don't know why. He's had 3 career NFL catches.
Oh, well, it's 3 better than us.
Yeah, not wrong.
Mm. Okay, it's 3rd and 2 here for Columbus, and that was not that good. All right. So what's the deal with the field goals, Mike?
I don't have the exact details with me, but apparently, based on the distance of the field goal, it's worth more points.
Yes.
I think there's a certain point where it becomes a 4-point field goal. I don't know if it's 55 yards away or 60 yards away, but I know that in one of the games this past weekend, somebody got a 4-point field goal.
Oh, yeah. I've been advocating that for years to do more points for field goals. Because make 4-point field goals from like 40 to 50, 5 point. Okay, that's good. This field goal is good from 35, so it's 6-3 Orlando. Yeah, like a 5-point field goal from like 55 yards out. You want imagine how crazy that would be, a 5-point field goal.
Well, especially I think when you look at just this past season, the kicker for the Jaguars, he hit a 70-yard field goal in practice, and he hit a 68-yard field goal in a game. That needs to be worth more than 3 points. I mean, even if it's worth 4, good. But, I mean, seriously, that should be like 5 points if you're hitting a field goal from basically the other side of the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I think the NFL is basically like watching the UFL as like a guinea pig to see which ideas work and which don't. Because obviously they implemented the kickoff that originated all the way back to the original, the second and third versions of the XFL, I should say. The 2020 and the 2023 XFL.
And that works.
Yep. Okay. Well, now let's see here. Uh, so Mike, I should note while we have a commercial break, how's the young kid on the Guardians doing that you told said you told me on Friday? Because he said he had like 3 home runs to start his career, 2 or 3 to start his career.
uh he's hit home runs in each of his first 3 regular season games.
Oh,
He hit one last night in the 10th inning.
okay.
So he has 4 home runs in 3 games. Man, he was supposed to be good. We've been, and I think I mentioned this actually when we recorded on Friday. This is a player that we've been sort of like waiting to come up to the major leagues for probably about 2 years, except he's had the injury bug quite a bit. Good heavens, has he been worth the wait? Again, 4 home runs in 3 games. 0 for 2 tonight, but he still has a batting average of
Oh,
313 with a slugging over 1,000.
oh, that's right. Because Sunday Night Baseball right now, at the start of the season, they're going to be on Peacock, not because NBC's airing set Sunday Night Basketball at the same time. So
Yeah, so for the second time in this 4 game series, we don't get Guardians baseball locally,
it's so weird now. Sunday Night Baseball is no longer on ESPN.
which isn't a bad thing because,
No,
yeah, they haven't been good for a long time.
no. They only now have like a smaller package now, and yeah. Although one of the downsides is the home run derby is now going to be on Netflix this year, not ESPN.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I think that there's only like 3 things that they broadcast. That was the opening day, which between the Yankees and Giants, that and the Field of Dreams game later in the season. Netflix is airing.
And actually, in the episode that's going to be released on Tuesday, Chase DeLauder does make a little appearance. Oh, hold on, this is a big boy field goal. Look at this guy. And he makes it 3 points. So number 40, I think his last name is Coe. Let me see here.
You're ahead of you're behind me. So okay.
I'm just following the ESPN feed. I'm going at their
Okay.
speed.
Okay, that then you're following through the I guess whatever the box scores on the website maybe.
Ryan Coe, 6'2", 230-pound kicker.
Okay.
Again, big guy. There's a joke here, but he comes from McDonald, PA.
McDonald PA. Now hold on.
McDonald, PA.
Now hold on a second, Mike. Do you think the mayor of McDonald, PA is Mayor McCheese?
Oh, I was hoping you were going to say something about him having an Arch Deluxe before the game.
Arch Deluxe? No, Mike. They're now doing the Arch Deluxe right now. It's the hell is that sandwich that CEO like pathetic?
I thought it was called the Arch Deluxe.
No, the big arch is the one that's
the
called.
Big Arch, whatever.
It's the same fucking sandwich.
It's not good. I bought one and I struggled to get through it.
So you have something in common with McDonald's CEO.
Yeah, except my career doesn't hinge on whether I eat it or not.
No. They should just make some kick-ass breakfast sandwich instead of that. They should like consult whoever made the McGriddle and be like, "Do you have another awesome sandwich for breakfast that we can come up with? You can come up with."
Okay, hold on a second. Oh. Okay, I gotta keep an eye on this auction. So since we're talking about Chase DeLauder, and since we have maybe a little break in the action, about 2 years ago, I actually speculated on a card for the first time. I don't do card speculation all that often. I shouldn't say the first time, but it's been a long time, well over 20 years since I speculated on a card. I bought a Bowman Inception on-card autograph of Chase DeLauder out of 25.
Oh.
I've been following the eBay auctions all weekend to see what the value's doing to them. My autograph, as I said, is out of 25, and I'll admit I paid $120 for it. The autographs out of 100 have been selling for $250. So I'm wondering if I could put mine on eBay right now and legit get $400.
No.
So that's one of the good speculations I've done in cards. Again, I did a little bit 20, 25 years ago, but never spent $120 on. I don't think I've ever spent $120 on anything on eBay, any individual item.
Really? So wait, those Hitman slides weren't $120?
That's why I said individual,
Okay. Okay.
because I don't even want to admit how
Oh,
much I spent on all the slides.
They just showed the captain theaters on the TV right here.
Okay, you've got a regular screen. I've got a commercial break screen appearing.
Yeah, I'm ahead because on the Disney Plus version. So.
Okay, there we go. I
Okay.
I don't know how I fell behind, but I fast forwarded.
All right, so it's 3rd and 9 for Orlando right now. Let's see. Oh,
Low pass.
Good defense there by Columbus.
So as I was saying, the Hitman slides, for the 4 of them, I spent, just trying to do math in my head really fast, $340.
Yeah.
And well worth every damn penny if you ask me.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, I got 3 sets of slides for segments that can't be found online. And realistically, hold on, are they going for it 4th and 9?
Yeah, they're going for it 4th and 9.
Oh, there's actually a line for the 4-point field goal. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're in dead man's land, kind of, sort of. So you can't blame them.
This isn't going to work out. This is a sack, and Columbus is going to take over.
Well, again, they were sort of in dead man's land there, like at the 40 on the Columbus side. So it's
actually, I think there's a rule, like if you're inside like the 50 or the 40, that you're not allowed to punt. You have to like either go for it or kick a field goal. I think there's some kind of rule that they have just to avoid.
That's not a bad. I actually don't like. I'm sorry. I don't hate that. That's actually not a bad rule.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I was saying about the Hitman slide, so yeah, I paid $340. I got one that was actually used on TV because there's evidence of it on YouTube. 2 that, actually 3 that aren't, but I'm pretty sure that maybe one of them never even made it to a TV show. Because taking a look at the date and taking a look at, it actually gives a script number or a topic number.
Okay.
There would have only been 130 topics used on Hitman because 65 shows times 2 topics per show. The one that I have here that I actually spent the most money on is topic 135. So I wonder if maybe that was created in case Hitman got more than 13 weeks.
Mm.
And then maybe the powers that be in March of 83 or whatnot, they got word, okay, well, we've been canceled, blah, blah, blah. So I wonder if this never even was used. I mean, they may have had it as a backup because, stuff happens, but I may have one of the few Hitman slides and scripts that was never used. But getting back to the game, so, okay, Columbus is in the same area. They're in that sort of dead man's land. And it does look like
they got the
they got the first down there. It looks like the 4-point field goal looks like it's 60 yards away.
Okay.
Because the line was at the 43, and then you got to add 10 yards for the end zone, and then 7 more yards for the kicker. So I'm guessing a 60-plus field goal is the threshold for 4 points.
Okay. Never thought I'd see a big battle between Todd Haley and Donnie Abraham in my life. But only in the UFL do you get this heart-pounding action.
And already
Okay.
we're down to under 4 minutes in the first quarter.
Yeah. So okay, we have 9 points so far in this game. So I think the under might be looking pretty good right now. Okay, Columbus is calling a timeout here.
Well,
3:49.
you said it earlier. You said always take the under in the UFL.
Yeah, because I mean, I think one of the Birmingham game had a 15-13 final. It was 28 points. So
You know what they should do? They should, with all due respect, get rid of the analyst they have, who has the Mario figurines and the Daria and all that
wait,
in the
were you gonna
background.
say have me?
Have you and because this is true analysis right here, and whatever you have in your background, all your DVDs and Blu-rays and your Funkos and all that,
Oh, but no, my Macho Man Randy Savage action figure in the back.
whatever.
My
You'd have a lot
bobblehead
more
of
interest.
Chris. Hold on, my bobblehead of Chris Mim in the back.
You'd have a lot more interesting stuff going on in your background. I mean, yes, she had these sequin covered Detroit Lions shoes, which I'm guessing are cheerleader shoes. You would bring so much more variety to the occasion.
Oh, I would. Yes. Probably my action figure of a Jordan light up action figure of Duke Snyder in a Brooklyn Dodgers uniform.
That's that's great. I just need to say that.
Yeah.
Compared to all the starting lineups I see from like the late '80s, early '90s, just all the Jose Cansecos and Kenny Loftons and just the really common names, and then you just throw out Duke Snyder. That's cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's look up top. I got a Seaver Mets starting lineup. I have a Macho King up top on my bookshelf. I have the Sabu Wrestling Heels and Faces figure I got about a year or two ago. I have an R2D2 figure up top. Oh, I forgot I have a Paul O'Neill bobblehead. I've had a Yankees bobblehead that I've had for like 20 something years. And the funny part is, I think it's like one of the Laser Cat sketches when Bill Hader and Andy Samberg are going to Lauren's office. That exact bobblehead is in Lauren's office, and this is even more funny. There was oh God, this got to have been like 10 years ago, or something during a Yankees broadcast on Yes. They showed Lauren in the crowd, and Paul O'Neill mentioned on air, "Yeah, I was watching an SNL episode and I saw Lauren's office, and he has my bobblehead in the office."
Okay, they're back. Oh, they're doing a little profile on Ted Ginn Jr.
Hold on, I just thought of something. I thought a great promotion the Yankees could have for Paul O'Neill. A Paul O'Neill smashed Gatorade cooler, because he would always smash them in the dugout when he was with the Yankees. Whenever he'd get pissed.
I like that idea.
Yeah, it would be like all the kids would love that shit. Give them the first 16,000 kids. Have Paul O'Neill personally crush the Gatorade cooler, and then he'd sign it and be like, something for the kids.
Okay, I'm just wondering since I just saw Ted Ginn Jr. here being interviewed. I wonder if Ted Ginn Sr. is at the game or if he's watching. I'm going to have to ask him tomorrow morning. Did you see your son's coaching debut? Which I'm sure the answer is absolutely yes. But how do you think he did?
Well, this is first quarter. It's not bad effort so far.
No.
I mean, they had the unfortunate fumble like on the first play of the game, but it's if played pretty good so far.
I'm sorry. Following the Guardians and Mariners, the Mariners just put 4 on the board in the fourth inning
Oh,
with 2 out.
oh,
Brendan Donovan 3-run homer.
oh! If, you know what? If it would have made you at least feel a little better if it was the big dumper who hit the home run. Like,
Well, he's at bat now. He's second in the lineup
oh,
tonight.
so we could have a big dumper home run tonight.
I want to
Well,
see another Chase DeLauder homer.
Well, let's remember, Mike. Mindy Jennings doesn't know who Big Dumper is.
Well, Big Dumper, what did he do? Did he just strike out? He ended the fourth inning.
Oh,
He didn't strike out, so he must have hit out.
Oh, poor Big Dumper.
Well, he'll make up for it.
He will. It's still early in the season, so.
And actually, I mentioned the Chase DeLauder that I've got that card out of 25. I found another one on eBay. It just started in the last, hour and 13 minutes. It started at 7:20, and it won't end until next week on Sunday at 7:20. It's already got 2 bids. It's at $3.25.
Oh.
Oh, I'm going to keep an eye on this because seriously, if this goes for $400 or even $300, it's like I only paid $120 for mine. I'd be making like at least 2.5 times my money on it. Hashtag first world problems.
Field goal is and he got it. So it's 6-all with a $1.52 to go in the first quarter. All right.
Now it looks like they're profiling Anthony Becht.
Yes. That was a heavy first round of the draft, I remember, because I think the Jets had 3 or 4 picks that year. I think it was like, I think Pennington was in the first round, and I think Lavernius Coles too. And I want to say maybe John Abraham was a first round pick too.
I'm like 99.9% sure you're right about Chad Pennington. I'll take a look at the rest of it really fast.
I think if it wasn't Coles wasn't a first round pick, he had to have been second or third round. Actually, my brother in his basement of his house, he actually does have in his wall of Jets memorabilia. There, he does have a Lavernius Cole signed number 87 jersey down there.
Okay, here you go. You had 3 of the 4 of them. John Abraham at 13, Chad Pennington at 18, Anthony Becht at 27. At 12, Sean Ellis.
Oh, I forgot about Sean Ellis.
Lavernius Coles was third round, 78th pick.
Okay. That was a hell of a draft in 2000.
That's a great draft. Absolutely.
Yeah. Too bad they couldn't do that every year since 2000. Oh, well, hey, next year they got 3 first round picks. So they have the they have the Colts pick from the Gardner trade, and they got the Cowboys first rounder Quentin Williams trade.
And next year's the year where there's supposed to be a lot of quarterbacks available.
Yeah. Well,
don't say it. I know what you're going to say. Just breathe in, breathe out.
I would. Hold on. This is it's a floater missed. I would rather see one of these quarterbacks in this game start for the Jets next September than fucking Geno Smith.
I knew you were going to go there. That's why I told you just breathe in, breathe out.
Yeah, there's a reason why I haven't given a shit about this franchise for a decade. It's not changing anytime soon.
Well, maybe if they get Arch next year or something, who knows?
Oh, well, here's the thing. If they don't necessarily need the Cowboys to suck, because I think the Cowboys pick is dependent on the either how bad the Cowboys do or how bad the Packers do. Because remember, the Cowboys had 2 first rounders after the Micah Parsons trade. So the Jets get the worst of the 2 picks.
Well, I was more talking from the Jets' perspective about sucking.
Yeah. Well, they gotta hope either the Cowboys suck, they have to hope the Colts suck, or if Jordan Love has a unforeseen season-ending injury. Like Jordan Love slips on the banana peel and falls on his ass and up. He's out for the year.
Well, Jordan Love was injured for a little bit
Yeah,
of time this year, I think. So
2 years
anything's
ago.
possible. Well,
Yeah,
I thought. Oh no, yeah, this year he was in pretty good shape.
2 years ago was when he got injured in the Brazil game against the Eagles. And remember, Malik Willis had to play 2 or 3 games for the Packers.
Right, right. And he only parlayed that into a contract with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right, we're at the end of the first quarter.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll have a. Let's see. We're at 8:30, so about maybe it's 8:38, so about, 15 more minutes roughly before we call it a.
Yeah, 9 o'clock is a good number.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'd say this has been a pretty good first quarter so far.
It was ugly on that first kickoff, but besides that, I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't watched the rest of the action in week 1, so I couldn't judge, but for 2 spring league expansion franchises, it's pretty decent.
Well, as I said, there was a 4-point field goal made this weekend.
Yeah.
So you did have a little bit of history in that regard.
Huh.
But truly, I sort of agree with you. I didn't really see any of the other action besides that. And the thing is, I know Fox Sports 2, I believe. I don't think it was Fox Sports 1. They did rerun a game overnight last night after Australian rules football was done.
Because we know how much you love that Aussie rules football on FS2.
There's a heck of a lot worse stuff you could be watching at midnight.
Hey, I watched the Major Arena Soccer on the Unbeaten channel on Plex, so I think there's another channel on Plex that shows that league too. I freaking love Arena Soccer.
Is that the league that the Cleveland Crunch is in?
I'm not sure. I have to look.
Because the Crunch are back, and I know they, I think, do workouts probably about 15 miles south of here.
Okay, I'm on the Wikipedia app right now. Major Arena Soccer League. Okay. Okay, it's not that. I know there's a Major Arena Soccer League 2, so let me look at that. There's a developmental league.
That might be it.
Yeah, it could be. Let's see, West Division. I'm not seeing anything for Cleveland. Let me just look at the other. There's a 3, so let me click on that. Teams. Cleveland Samba SC, is it?
No.
Okay, well there's that team. They play at something called the Soccer Plex. What a stupid name for an arena. The Soccer Plex.
Is that the one that's in North Olmsted?
Oh, you got me.
Okay, but it's just I didn't know if there's an address on whatever you're looking at.
Yeah, I'm looking at Wikipedia, so.
Okay, Cleveland Crunch franchise was revived in 2020 under new ownership. The team joined the Major Arena Soccer League 2 for the 2021 season.
Oh, and then why didn't they have it there? I don't freaking understand that.
By its third year, it transitioned to Major League Indoor Soccer and won its fifth championship title in the 2023-2024 season.
That explains it then. So they're in Mills.
MLIS, yeah.
Yes.
And they play at the Wolstein Center, just like the Crunch did back 30 years ago.
What a dumb name, the soccer box. That is, it's NG no good. Okay. Oh, this is a nice catch here by number 2 here. And let me just get that right here. Number 2 is, oh, Elijah Badger out of the University of Florida.
Person with the name Elijah Badger would have probably been better playing at Wisconsin.
Yeah, well, I guess he's more of a fan of the Gators. And oh, did we get an interception? Or was he out of bounds here? I think he was out of bounds because he just put 2nd and 10.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I don't know where you see soccerplex or whatever. It's called the Soccer Sportsplex.
I'm looking at I was looking at the Cleveland MASL3 team.
Okay.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now too. Yeah, the Soccer Sportsplex. It's in North Olmsted, Ohio, which is probably about like 15 minutes or 15 miles west of Cleveland.
Okay.
The only thing I've been there. The only thing I can claim that I've been there for wasn't a soccer game. There was actually a huge baseball card show out there. Gosh, maybe about 20 years ago, where I did not get rid of a card I should have gotten rid of. And my dad, to this day, 20 years ago, still makes fun of me for it. And
is it the David Wright card?
Yes, it's the David Wright. Yes.
Oh, well. You should fire back. At least he got his number retired by the Mets.
Yeah, but all my dad says is you could have had $800. You could have had $800. It's like,
Did you get a Luka Doncic card and sell it later?
No, I still have the Luka Doncic card.
Oh, well then when you sell it for like $5,000 or whatever, you're like, hey, take that, Dad.
Yeah, I think it's only worth about 1,000, but point taken. Well, also, the card I think you're thinking about is the Victor Wemby card, the Wemby autograph, like one of his first autographs he signed.
Yeah, from the French team he was on, and was it Bowman U?
No, not Bowman U. It was Bowman Inception.
Okay. I was like thinking Bowman U, but
well, because that was his other big card that year. That was the one where Topps like got all the people who pulled his card out of '99, and one of them was going to be drawn at random to get the card where he drew the alien on it, like a true 1 of 1. I don't know whatever came of that. But no, I know that Soccer Sportsplex. And right down the street from it is where they hold the annual video game show in June, July.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have 506 on. I saw, I'm looking at the Peacock broadcasters. Rick Manning's calling color of Benetti on that game.
Right. And they got Ryan Rowland Smith, I believe, on the Seattle side. I'm guessing what they're doing is I thought Ryan Rowland Smith would be more of a color guy because he was an actual MLB player, but maybe he's doing play-by-play, or maybe they're handing off to the different color guys for each team.
That's how they did it when Benetti did Sunday leadoff for Peacock Lab 3-4 years ago.
Okay. Well, I'd rather listen to Rick Manning than Matt Underwood, or as I call him, Matt Dunderhead. Oh gosh, he's bad.
I'm sure if they do a Mets Sunday night game, they'll probably get either Keith Hernandez, Ron Darling, or Todd Zeal.
I was going to say, how can you not go with Keith Hernandez, especially given the Seinfeld Peacock NBC connection?
Oh yes. I'm trying to think who else has done. I know Daniel Murphy's done some games for SNY in the past. Oh, and the Aviators just blew an easy touchdown right there. Oh, that would have been 6. But at least it's good to have some kind of football back for the spring and summer. Get ready. At least have something until the draft in May.
Well, really, it wouldn't be spring without some sort of spring league.
Yeah.
And the draft is only, I think, 4 weeks away.
Where
I
they
think
have the
it's
draft this
late
year?
April. Where's the draft?
Yeah.
I want to say Pittsburgh. I'm going to double check on that, but I do think it's down there. Or maybe that was where they did the draft last year.
Okay.
No, it is in Pittsburgh, and actually it's in. No, it is in 4 weeks. Okay, Thursday,
Okay.
April 23rd is when it starts.
All right. Okay, so I'll give it about 5 more minutes here before we call it a night. So
Yeah, let's see if Orlando can do anything on this drive.
yeah. So let's see. Our thoughts about the UFL so far in 2026. You know what? I like the improvements they've made to the product this year. So they kind of excited to watch another more games this season.
It's on ESPN, which will definitely get them better coverage.
Yeah, and they're still on Fox for Friday nights. So
And just overall, the game has been really good. And I mean that from not just a gameplay perspective, but from a broadcast perspective. I mean, the only real flaw, and this may not necessarily be a flaw, is that Orlando didn't put any sort of graphics in the end zone.
I'm
That looks
guessing
really
maybe
cheap.
well maybe it's like something with maybe the soccer teams that play there have like a game coming up this week, so they didn't want to have it painted in the colors. Maybe.
You know, that actually makes sense because the soccer is going on right now.
Yeah, MLS and NWSL.
Yeah, let me take a look really fast.
Hey, defending NWSL champions, Gotham FC, the New York franchise. So, and remember, Mike, we had the Liberty win the in New York, the Liberty win the championship in 2024. Oh, DJ Khaled is doing a halftime performance. Oh my! They're, they got the big cuts. Will he be in that wrestling outfit like that one Super Bowl commercial he did? Oh, he's with Tess and Jordan Rogers right now in the booth. This is some note to go out on.
Okay, well, just taking a look, Orlando does play a home game in MLS next weekend against LAFC.
Okay, there's 2 LA teams in MLS because I know the Galaxy's been there forever.
Well, yeah, LAFC.
Well, yeah, well, oh yeah, because in New York, we got the Red Bulls and we got NYCFC. And actually, I think I told you this, Mike. NYCFC is supposed to be building a soccer stadium in a couple of years near City Field. So I don't know. Maybe that could be a potential home for a future UFL New York franchise. Maybe.
Okay, and also you talked about the NWSL. Orlando does have a home game this weekend at Inter and Co Stadium, which I'm guessing is this stadium, against Angel City.
Oh yeah, Angel City FC. Actually, Natalie Portman is a part owner of Angel City FC. Yeah, don't ask me how I know that.
Well, at least you knew that. I don't even know where Angel City plays.
LA
Oh, that makes
and,
sense.
and Angel City.
Right.
Hmm.
So it seems like all of the Orlando teams are playing LA teams this weekend
Yep.
in Orlando.
Yes.
So that may be a good reason why they don't mark up the field all that much.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we got coming up this week on It Was on TV, Mike? Before we wrap this up.
On Tuesday, we cover the match game pilots from 1973, the two pilots that we have out there. And I even put in the description, usually we don't do sold pilots. I don't know why there's a certain distinction why we had to do this, but that's neither here nor there. And then on Friday, we actually sort of have a theme going this week. It's a Gene Rayburn theme. On Friday, we cover a pilot. I'm sorry. We cover a pilot called It. That's the name
What
of the
is
game.
it?
It's called It.
It. I don't know what it
Yes.
is.
It's not the clown.
Oh.
I think we all made that pretty clear when we
Yeah.
talked about It on Friday.
And it's not Mr. Garrison's invention that he used to circumvent the airlines on Southport.
It's not the It bike. No.
And it sure as hell ain't It Bike, because dear God, if you saw what the It Bike was, you've never seen that episode.
After watching the It pilot, I think riding the It bike might be a little more enjoyable. But yeah, so we got those coming up this week.
But we also got a best of, Mike.
A timely one, yes.
Yes.
A certain show that is beloved, I believe, to all three of us from the late 80s is going to start rerunning on MeTV Tunes tomorrow morning.
Yes.
We're talking about the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I can't wait to see it. I'm actually thinking about leaving home to get to work early.
Yeah.
So I can see the whole thing, because usually I leave the house about 7:55 and I get to work at like about 8:15 or so, 8:10.
Yep.
Nope. I'm thinking leave at 7:40, 7:45, get to work at 8 o'clock, and I can set up my computer and watch the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, and then my students can come in and they can have more questions for me than they usually have. And if you heard, I forget what episode it was. I don't think it was Walter. I think it was the one we did after Walter, Puppet Man, about some of my students saying, seeing a picture on my background of like Jack Clark and saying, "Is that John Wayne Gacy or Jeffrey Dahmer?" Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So yeah, I can only imagine what they'd say if they saw the Super Mario Brothers Super Show playing on my computer. But darn it, I'm going to watch it somehow. And worst meets worst, I've already got it set on the DVR.
Good.
On the friendly DVR, I should say.
Yes. So that'll be coming up this week on It Was a Thing on TV. We hope you enjoyed this live show. And we'll have all that stuff coming to you later on in the week. Wow.
Go Aviators, go Ted Ginn.
Yeah. And